Just time for the fall
Welcome to Fall Ritual Haunted Attraction Video Reviews 2021. Today, I'm going to talk about Night of Terror at Creamy Acres in Malka Hill, New Jersey. This place has 4 attractions. It's a Hayride, The Harvest, Playground, and Dark Dreams. Tickets must be purchased in advance, like they did last year. You have to buy them online, and they do have timed time slots, you know, that you have to pick your time slots. So I definitely noticed when I got my ticket, a lot of time slots were selling out. So make sure you're prepared and know what time slot you want to go to. I said you have to buy them online. There's no walking up to the ticket booth to get them. There is a VIP option, and depending on your time slot and the night you go, I highly recommend the VIP option. It was getting very busy. We went early, but the later time slots were definitely filling up and the lines were getting long. It's one price for all attractions, so you can't pick and choose. Say if you just want to do the Hayride or just do the Playground or just the Harvest. It's one price for all attractions, so keep that in mind. I know the group, when we were on the Hayride, there was like a group of like 4 young girls, probably around 12 or 13, and the one girl did not know that she had to go through all 3 attractions. She thought it was just a Hayride, and she was kind of having like a nervous breakdown because she did not want to go through any other one. So just keep that in mind. It is all 4 attractions you are going through for one price. So when you get there, you're going to go up to the ticket booth. You could either have your ticket on your phone or print it out. They'll scan it. They'll give you a like a wristband there. It's the yellow one. And once you get through there, this midway area, there's a ton of stuff to do. There's a ton of photo ops at the midway. You got food vendors. They have bonfires where you can do s'mores. They do have a donut stand, which sadly was closed when I went, which is a shame because from what I remember last year, the donuts were very good. I was excited to get them, but sadly the donut stand was closed, but usually it is open. Standing in the midway, you're going to think that you can do the attractions in any order you want to, but that's not the case. You're going to do the Hayride first. So the first line you're going to get to is the Hayride. There is a point in the Hayride where they do have like a little cart set up so you can buy like food and drinks, because I know that Hayride line does get very long. So if you're just standing there for a while and you need something to snack on, they do have a little cart there for food and drinks. So getting on the Hayride, it is actual hay. It's kind of like the hay bales that you sit on. It's not like the big fluffy hay. You're gonna sit in it. It's like the nice, like the brick of hay. You're gonna sit on those. You're gonna experience a lot of chainsaw actors on you. I actually forgot how many chainsaw actors there were on this Hayride, but there is a lot of them, and they're all great. They run up onto the wagon and get people. A lot of people were freaked out them coming up on the wagon. So you're definitely going to see a ton of chainsaw actors. A lot of like loud sounds too, like loud like gunshots just coming from everywhere. Sometimes they'll be on one side of the wagon, next time they'll be on the other. So you're definitely, no matter what side of the wagon you're sitting on, you're going to get these like loud, like that gunshot type sound, which will scare you. It scared me a couple times. It's just because you're not expecting it. I do love, if you saw my review from last year, I do love the room where it's like, most swamp scenes are like this way, but this is like splitting the room like vertically, which is awesome to see. You don't see that too often, like the like a swamp scene, like going vertically. It's usually just the horizontal, like waistline. So this is definitely an awesome scene that they're doing there, with like a vertical like room divide. There is a you know, if you see my reviews, I love like a gorilla scene, and there's definitely like an ape gorilla scene on the hayride. I'm not sure why I like it so much. I think I love scary scenes, but I also love like really bizarre scenes, and I think a gorilla ape scene just is like so bizarre. Not sure why, but it's always effective. And there's like gorillas running up above the hayride and like on cages and stuff. It's really awesome. It also reminds me of the Ramones Animal Boy album cover. I'm sure that's not what they're going for, but that's what it always reminds me of. This hayride has tons of animatronics. I mean, huge, like bigger than life animatronics. Really, really awesome. You know, fire, fog, everything. This is a really, really well done hayride. You definitely get to see every aspect of what a good hayride is here at Night of Terror. And it's on a lead. The last scene is going to be I think it's the last scene. It's a clown scene, which is like, you know, that's a standard trope of you know, hayrides. There's always going to be a clown scene. It's just how they're going to do it, what makes them stand out, and they definitely have one that stands out. Just due to the fact that like there's actors above you and stuff like that. So it's a really awesome scene. So when you get off the hayride, like I said, like you have to go through the rest of them. There's just no, you know, like, oh, okay, we're done. That's going to lead you to the harvest. And this is an actual trail. It's not a maze. They got rid of, if you remember that maze from years before, they got rid of that and just made it now a trail. And speaking of chainsaw actors, there's a ton of them in the harvest, and now it's even better because they can chase people, and you know, it's awesome that there's just no like when you're on a hayride, you're just there. You know, it's now that the chainsaw actors are like really getting into your face, really kind of like going after you, and there's a ton of them in the harvest. Again, with the animatronics, harvest has a ton of them. There's even some that like where as soon as you like make a turn, there's like some right there that's really really effective. Get some good scares there. There's a swamp scene in there, you know, like the normal, you know, waist high swamp scene, which is really cool. And going back to the animatronic part, there's it's really cool. There's a Leatherface animatronic, which you never see. You know, you always see like someone dressed up as Leatherface, but you don't see like this really cool life-size like Leatherface animatronic, which is really awesome. One of my favorite parts in the harvest is like the bridge where you don't walk over and there's just water, you know, flowing around you and like going under you. That's a really cool scene, really cool effect. After the harvest, you're gonna hit the playground. Last year, the playground was my favorite attraction. It is again this year. This is unbelievable. This is like worth going out there to see. Like all the attractions are great, but the playground is like top notch. It is in 3D, so you get that cool 3D effect going through it. There's one part, it's kind of in the beginning, where it actually feels like you're on a playground because all the floor is just sand. Like you're walking through like a sand pit type thing, which is awesome. You see like slides, and I think they got some like swings going on. So it actually feels like you're in like this really demented, you know, playground area. Lots of actors in there, and with the 3D effect, it's kind of hard to tell what's an actor and what's a prop until like the very last minute, which of course gets a lot of good jump scares. It's very disorienting, this place, because like you think you're going to turn one way, but you're really going another. And with it being 3D, so many things are coming at you, and you kind of want to stay focused, but do yourself a favor and look up at like the ceiling, like look above you, because there's a lot of stuff going on up there, a lot of props, a lot of things hanging. So I know you're trying to like keep your like focus of where to go, but if you can, if you think of it, look up, because there's a lot of cool stuff going on like above you. The whole thing ends going through like one of those vortex things, like the bridge that, you know, the thing spins around and you're very dizzy. That you're gonna go through that. When you get through it, there is a photo op section right there. You know, you're gonna like put your 3D glasses in like this big bin, and there is some like photo op before you get to the Dark Dream section. So that is pretty cool. You can take some time to catch your breath and do a little photo op before going on to the next attraction. So after that, you're gonna go to the Dark Dreams, which in it, each scene is kind of a fear. That's what they're playing off of, which is a really cool idea, really cool effect. The very first room you get to, there's going to be like this actress there, and then she was wearing this most incredible like doll mask. It's just awesome looking. Room full of dolls and everything. There was a clown in there too. But that mask that this actress was wearing was so awesome looking. So keep an eye out for that. Again, lots of actors, lots of animatronics. This place is like tons and tons of animatronics, which is really awesome to see, you know. Especially if it's done well, especially if like you turn a corner and like you're not expecting this huge animatronic to like jump out of you. Get some really good scares. Halfway through, there is like a part with like the claustrophobia bags that is just like waist high, so kind of like you're kind of like pushing yourself through. And it kind of looks like catacombs, so I guess the idea is like you're being buried alive. Which is a really cool effect. I actually wish they took those claustrophobia bags that are waist high and put them in the swamp scene at the harvest. That would be a really cool effect. Look like you're kind of like walking through water. But they got them at Dark Dreams, and it's a really cool effect. It kind of looks like you're in these catacomb type setting. There was a great toilet scene, which we kind of got stuck at. Like the line kind of like backed up a bit, and it definitely didn't smell good. So it's not a scene you really want to get stuck at. That was another thing they kind of cattled you through. It was kind of a bigger group, but I get it was getting really busy, so I kind of get it, but really didn't take away from any scares. At least not that we noticed. So after the Dark Dreams, you're gonna go back into the midway. I said there's a ton of photo ops. There was this actress walking around. She was dressed in like this like skeleton ghost type costume, holding like a lantern. I got a picture with her. I posted that on my Instagram, which you can see at Fall Ritual. So definitely take advantage of like all the photo ops, all the stuff to do. I would say like once you start the Hayride and once you exit Dark Dreams, going through all four, it's a solid hour you're going through this whole thing. So it's definitely worth it, definitely worth checking out, definitely worth it seeing, you know, all four things they got going there, because it's really well put together. You'll definitely get some scares. Like I said, they have bonfires. There's probably about 5 bonfires going, and they do sell s'more stuff. So you can definitely sit around a bonfire making s'mores, getting food. They also have a really cool gift shop. It's a really unique gift shop. Not only are they selling like merch, they're selling like Halloween decorations, decor, stuff in jars. It's like jellies and jams and butter in jars, all made right there. So it's definitely a really cool and unique gift shop. Go check them out. Night of Terror at Creamy Acres in Mulca Hill, New Jersey. This is now 2 years in a row I've been there, and I'm impressed both years. So definitely go check them out. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. This is now my new Fall Ritual channel. This is where you're going to get all new videos and updates. So please subscribe. Thank you for watching.